Located on the outskirts of Manchester city centre on Blackfriars Road, this rather innocuous looking building has a lot of sporting heritage attached to it. The Manchester Tennis and Racquets Club, which was set up in 1876, moved here in 1880, and it is the oldest sporting venue in Greater Manchester that is still in use to this day. Originally, this venue played host to two sports, namely real tennis and racquets, but in 1927, a third was added to the roster when a squash court was constructed. Today, the club now runs 7 different sports, including racquetball and their own version of paddleball. But it is the first of the sports that I mentioned, namely real tennis, which is the primary focus for this segment. Real tennis was hugely popular in both England and France during the 1500s and 1600s, and it is widely considered to be the predecessor to the modern-day game of lawn tennis. The head professional of real tennis at the club, Steve Brockenshaw, tells me that there are quite a few notable differences between the older game and the newer one.
Floor size is similar to a tennis court, except it has walls all the way around. It has a central net, but you can play the ball off your own walls across to the other side. You can only serve from one side. The game is played to 6, one set to 6, and it finishes at 6. You don't need to finish by adding an extra game like lawn tennis.
The rackets too are noticeably different in shape from what we see in the lawn tennis game.
The original game, which was started in France, called jeu de paume, which is played by the hand. They reckon the shape of the racket could have been similar to the hand shape, but also in this game you tend to cut the ball rather than topspin. So it's shaped so if you can drag the ball down the racket frame or the strings, it gets more of a cutting action.
In recent times though, the immense popularity of lawn tennis has meant that real tennis has fallen by the wayside, and today there are just 46 real tennis courts across the world, 27 of which are located in the UK, and the rest can be found in France, the USA and Australia. The members at the club tell me that the best way to grow the sport once more is to promote it amongst the younger generation and through social media, with the sport's accessibility being a key selling point.
We have to market ourselves slightly better, and I think we need to aim specifically at other sports clubs and try and get people who are sports-minded interested in this game of real tennis.
I think if we can get some new courts built at schools, then to get the youngsters interested at an early age, and then hopefully that will lead on to them playing.
They remain optimistic about the future of the sport.
I like to think the success rate is pretty good. First time tries of the game, we tend to keep people coming back, which is good. Once they've had the first lesson, they're hooked. They really enjoy the game. And we just need more people coming through the door and saying, Steve, can I give it a try? You walk away and think, I want to do that again.